too much. Yo, how's it, guys? Yeah, welcome to my YouTube journal. I use this YouTube page as my journal. So, something I like to hammer away is that trading success requires training. You need to consistently train and build data to be confident in the markets. So, the trading concepts that I use, I'm just going to get straight into it, guys. The trading concepts that I use are smart money concepts, what is commonly termed as smart money concepts these days. So I use market structure, so I focus on both swing structure and structure order flow. They are very similar, so I take my time with this process. I take my time with this, with finding both the swing structure points and the order flow structure, because they're very similar anyway. So, and then I use supply and demand zones. So I want to find out who is in control of the market. Is it supply or is it demand? And then I use a concept called flipping market. I use this to determine a takeover of control. So basically, if supply was in control of the market, I need to see supply flipping from supply to demand. The market flipping from supply to demand. And this is very clear when you're looking at the charts, if you know what you're looking for. And then I focus mainly on 2 time frames at any given point in time. So it will either be, I call it the trading time frame and the execution time frame. So depending on the purpose of the trading, but mainly I focus on the 5-minute time frame to trade prop accounts for my trading time frame. And then I use the 1-minute time frame for executions using my entry model. So I'm still building my system here, coming up with my system of how I trade, which will, so yeah, I'm coming up with a system so that I use to be consistently profitable in the markets. So here we are, guys. We're gonna do a quick analysis. So the first thing, like I said, I focus on the swing structures. So if you look at this, here's my swing point, swing high, swing low, swing high, and another swing low. For me, this does not necessarily mean, because what I'll do for you right now is I'll mark that there was a sweep of liquidity here, but I can call it break of structure or sweep of liquidity, it doesn't really matter. So at some point, obviously, as you can see here, there was a break of structure. And after the break of structure, we had a pullback and then another break of structure over here. Another break of structure over here. So now, 1 or 2 things. As you can see here, we just ran this high over here. So that could also be seen as a change of character, which would imply one thing. So I've got the swing point over here. So what I'll do is I'll just mark here with perhaps a high point. So, I mean, one way or the other, the last swing structure in this market is this, from this low to this high. So one way or the other, whether this was just a run of liquidity or a change of character, if it's a change of character, then we would expect market maybe to push down in here. A pullback of this swing structure needs to, one way or the other, occur. Well, not need to, but generally that's what would happen. So if there's going to be a pullback down, it could come all the way here. That I'll look at the market order flow, and that's the structure order flow that I talk about. So I'm anticipating a pullback here, and then maybe market might want to push up here like this if this is a change of character. If it's not, and it was just a run of liquidity, most likely then price will just continue to continue with its bearish momentum as it has been for quite some time. So now we're gonna look at structural order flow, guys. As you can see, market was pushing down here at some point, and then somewhere along the line the market started to, to flip. This is what I call flip. Started to flip. Supply was in control, as you can see here, and then demand took control of the market, and then demand was in control. Demand. So now, in terms of structure, we can have a sweep of liquidity here as well. We can have a sweep a sweep of liquidity. So I mean we now currently, so if I'm now looking at this, okay, so there's demand over here, okay, there's a demand zone which price could use to go up. However, what I want to talk about as well is the fact that, look, in as much as these were also demand zones, okay, I mean, I know from, so these were also demand zones. So I'm just gonna mark this actually and say perhaps this is my flip, and this demand zone here would become an extended flip. I call it an extended flip zone. Extended flip zone. And these extended flip zones sometimes do present with buying opportunities, but that will have to be given here on the execution time frame. However, what I will do right now, yes, there's still a lot of strength on the demand side. It doesn't necessarily, just because we've had a flip here, mean that there aren't any buying opportunities, because remember, the most recent momentum in this market is demand being in control, you know, demand being in control of this market. Now I'm just going to mark these demand zones, plenty of others, but just to make the point is what I'm doing over here. So I mean, this demand still needs to be taken out, hasn't been taken out. So but right now what we have here is price tapping into this demand zone, over here, and then supply taking over at this point. So there is a little bit of gain in terms of supply. So yeah, so right now what I'll wait for is for price to return to either one of these two supply zones sitting on top of each other here on the 5-minute time frame, which is my execution time frame. And then when price returns to those supply zones, I'll be looking for a flip, or I'll be using my entry model basically. So that's that for the first 7 minutes of this video. Just a quick top-down analysis, and I'll give an update every time I come onto the charts and, you know, doing some kind of execution. But I want to make these videos as short as possible. So here we go, guys, with a bit of an update. Not the bit no, well, you know, this is the trade that I took. You know, price came back into this supply zone over here, which was a 5-minute time frame supply zone. But I'm just doing a recap now, and unfortunately, guys, I don't have a bar replay tool. I'm still, you know, an up-and-coming guru. So but anyway, so price came into this supply zone here, which had flipped these demand zones. So price came into the supply zone, and I was looking to execute my entry model. My entry model played out perfectly well, but initially I did take kind of a stupid trade, I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm just going to remove this to the side. I was targeting, you know, I was a bit ambitious with this trade. I was targeting like a 1 to 12. I was really looking to do the most with this particular trade, but at the end of the day, price gave me 1 to 5, which is absolutely fantastic. I know a lot of people who get rich, filthy rich, from 1 to 1s, guys. So getting a 1 to 5.79 was just something else. But anyway, so price came back into the supply here, the 5-minute time frame supply, and then I was looking for this demand zone to be taken out, and then I was going to make an entry. However, before I did this, I knew this was the entry that I should be taking. However, before I did that, I took an L by considering another entry here. I was suffering from FOMO at the time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I took an L over here. So I had a pending order here on this area and on this area. So price came back, took me out here for, I think it was a 0.35% plus commission of $12. So I think the total loss here was about $42. Then price came inside here and it flew, and it was really nice to watch. And also price, so when price came down here, I took my first partials, and then price pushed, because I knew at this point, as you can see here, I've got another demand zone which is sitting here. I knew at this point price is likely to do a retracement, and those retracements are never nice at all. Yeah, something else is actually playing out, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm going to do another recap if I again take another trade. The time is now 10:50 on this particular day's session, so I'm going to reanalyze, see what I'm going to do, see how I'm going to act, and then I'll just do another trade recap, guys. So point is, so price came back in, came down here, so I took a third of my trade. I think it was about $50 or something like that, and then price pushed up again and then pushed down again. As prices were down here, I took another third of my trade, of my position, and then I had to go out. Price pushed back, took me out here for I think for like a $6 loss or something like that. So I ended up, I think for now, I'm not exactly sure, but I'll check how my account history is actually doing. But yeah, I think, in total, I've got a bit of profit going on for the day, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not exactly too sure, or just about break even. I think I'm break even for the day, in fact. So yeah, that's it. I'll do another recap, I'll do another analysis, and I'll see. Like I said, I just want to keep this video not longer than 20 minutes. So now we're doing around about 10-11 minutes. So yeah, guys, I'll give you another update later on. It's gonna be a recap. All right, guys, so another quick recap of what just happened. So this is the last trade I took now. The sell, what a beautiful sell. I mean, 1 to 7. I took some partials up here. I think I took like a third of my position down here, and then I took 90% of my position up here when price was here. And now I was like, nah, let me just take full volume. When price came down here, I took full volume. I mean, this is really powerful, guys. Remember, I'm still being very conservative with my position sizes, because I'm building my model here. I'm still building my playbook. I mean, I know it looks very good. I'm impressed myself, I'm not gonna lie, but this is psychology is a very big part of this. It's not just about your technicals, but also psychology. So from my psychological standpoint right now, with where I'm at, I have to take it easy with my position sizes. This is the case even with me going live. This is the case with the first few accounts. You need to take step by step things step by step until your confidence grows, as well with your results. So your results are growing and your confidence is growing at the same time. So you don't want to go rush into things, etc. So I just want to explain. So today, literally, I've taken 3 trades, and 2 of them are a winner, and the last one and the one was a loss right here. I took another entry here. Unfortunately, guys, with this, there's going to be because I don't have a bar replay tool, so it's gonna have to be, I can't. What do I mean by bar replay tool? Just real quickly, let me show you. Because I'm using the Trading View, which is the unpaid version. A bar replay tool basically is this, which is what we use to build our model, by the way. So it allows you to sort of rewind and fast forward price, and then you can sort of play price and explain, okay, so this what happened. So because I'm not using the paid version of Trading View, so you have to rely on, I'm just gonna explain what happened without having to, so I can't do that on the smaller time frames. I can only do it like on the weekly time frame. So the long and short of it, guys, if you remember very clear, this morning I came in, I'm not going to go in there. I've explained this at the beginning of the video, what I was looking at in terms of this entire picture like this. You can see it's a very bearish market, but that means absolutely nothing if you don't know how to enter the market, and if you don't know how to read the market and read the flow of orders in the market. So anyway, as price was, so I'm just going to quickly, so what I was seeing here, I was seeing a break of structure here, And I mean, I was, in my view, I was also seeing another break of structure over here, so I'd say maybe this is a change of character. I think this is, yeah, when we came in around about 8 o'clock this morning, London session, beginning of the London session. So you can see here, this is my trading session. I trade throughout the entire day, and yo, I'm going very far with this, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. But anyway, what I am working on here, I think it's incredible, and I'm really happy that, you know, things have actually taken this long. I mean, it's not even that long. This is really the average time. But anyway, for things to really start to make this much sense. But anyway, without going into a rant, because I want to make this video as short as possible. So this is what I was looking at. I mean, I was looking at supply zones being created over here. I saw this supply zone being created over here. Remember who was in control previously. You need to be able to see, I talk about this, the flipping. So as you can see here, I mean, demand was just in control of this market, okay? Demand, all the way right up till this area. So at around about here, supply here at around about this candle over here, for me this was enough for me to see. There's much more details which I'm not going over. I mean, I'm just trying to make this as quickly as possible. So there was a sweep right over here. I mean, I'm not explaining what a sweep is, but there was a sweep of liquidity here. You could see the purge. Straight after, there was a sweep of this liquidity up to yesterday's high or something like that. Yeah, yesterday's session highs, etc., and all of that. So I was looking at both this sweep and another sweep, because initially I saw this supply and I thought maybe I would want to get involved here, but I think I was not in the markets at 5:25 in the morning. But when I saw, I think this was created, yeah, no, I don't know, but yeah, when I woke up, getting ready for the day. But anyway, let's go through this thing very quickly. So I saw another supply here. I've already explained how I saw this market. However, funny thing is, because I was still looking at this demand zone over here, so there was always a possibility that when price taps into this demand zone, it's going to push to the upside, and I could see this. So when that happened, the thing that happened is I saw this as a flip. And I could see that if you're looking at here, this would be, there's a wick here, there's still another supply zone here, which is still on the 500 time frame. So I thought at this point, and then I thought that demand is taken over, but I could see that because we didn't take this out, and this, I mean, it happens often. Just because market flips, it's, you need pure understanding. Honestly, I think it's based on the fact that I knew what the swing structure was looking like. You know, I knew that this was the swing structure, so I also had that in mind. So I thought the dominant force, even on the swing structure, is at the moment, as the market is opening up during London session, is still, you know, supply. So anyway, and my entry model played out perfectly here. So when price came into this particular supply zone over here, which is what I am looking at here on the 5-minute time frame, as soon as supply, this is a killer trade, guys, I tell you that much. With this kind of thing, you can literally make a lot of people's salaries in a day. Anyway, so when that happened, I saw the market coming in here. So I'm just going to remove this just to clean up the charts. So remember, the market is pushing into supply here. I'm trying to explain the last trade which I took, which is this one over here, which was a banger, absolute banger, all in a day's work, guys. So anyway, I saw a flip right here, and after that flip, I knew things were, but I think I was still a little bit unsure when this happened. So this was supposed to be my entry, because that's the supply that actually took out the demand, which was pushing into this supply. So price flew right down, and I wasn't a part of that. But then price gave me another structure, which is a supply, a rally, base, drop kind of supply. So when that happened, I knew that's part of another entry model that I actually have. Yeah, let me, if I have time. Ooh, okay. So when I saw that, I knew this is, so I'm just going to quickly with the few minutes that are remaining. So yeah, anyway, let me also show you the, I think I have the screenshot. Hopefully I do. Yes, there's a screenshot. So just to prove to you, this is where I sold. As you can see here, running 2%. I sold on the blue line here. There's the sell. My stop loss was right above here, and price just flew down to the downside. So I'm gonna quickly just save that. So just a bit of proof there on my MT4. So yeah, so when I saw that, I was like, oh goodness me, I'm definitely taking this. So I took it, and price immediately just melted. So that was really amazing, guys. And I just want to show you quickly also the entry model that I used. I have these things, guys. You know, you build in the market, you build your playbook. Let me show you my entry model. There's my entry model. So this is exactly the this is entry 2. This is exactly the entry that I was taking. Ooh, guys, you have no idea. But anyway, so I'm really excited. I'm really passionate about the markets. I love the markets. They can be extremely difficult, but they allow you to really look into yourself, deep into yourself, and it's just a beautiful way to express yourself. So this is the entry model that I'm using. I'm just trying to show you I've got a lot down, a lot has gone into me understanding what's going on here, and I'm just giving you a brief summary of exactly what I was looking at. Something looking quite interesting here, but I'm not going to look into that now for buy. But yeah, you see market flipping here and then coming back into this zone, so this could potentially push price to the upside and probably come back to a 5-minute time frame supply, which is sitting up here, and then we could potentially look at another sell. But anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got as much value out of this video as much as I got from making it.